The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello children, welcome back to the physics class. Let us listen to an inspiring quote. Study like there is no tomorrow. Because if you keep putting off your studies for tomorrow, you will probably be too late. Follow this for a better tomorrow and work systematically. Okay? So, in the previous class, we have discussed on the laws of reflection, image formation in a plane mirror and multiple reflection. Today, we will be discussing about different types of mirror, some technical terms related to the mirror and the conditions which help for the formation of images in these mirrors. Okay, so this is a spherical mirror. What will you call the center of the sphere? This is a sphere, isn't it? What will you call the center of the sphere? We can mark by the letter C. Okay, now see here, if I am cutting the sphere into two, okay, and if I affix a silver paper inside this sphere, അതായത് ഒരു ബോൾ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുക കേട്ടോ, ആ ബോളിനെ നമ്മൾ രണ്ടാക്കിയിട്ട് കട്ട് ചെയ്യാണ്. എന്നിട്ട് അതിൻ്റെ ഇന്നർ സർഫേസിൽ ഒരു സിൽവർ പേപ്പറിനെ ഫിക്സ് ചെയ്യാണ്. Here, so here the reflecting surface is curved inwards. Okay, here the reflecting surface is curved inwards. ഈ പുറത്തുള്ളത് മിററിൻ്റെ പ്രത്യേകത you know the speciality of the mirror. One side will be polished, that is not a reflecting surface. The other one, which is a shining surface, that is the reflecting surface. So here, if I am affixing a silver paper inside this sphere, it becomes a concave mirror. Okay, this is a concave mirror. ഇതുണ്ടോ, ഈ ലൈൻ റെപ്രസെൻ്റ് ചെയ്യണത് അത് റിഫ്ലക്റ്റിംഗ് സർഫസ് അല്ല. ഇതുണ്ടോ, ഈ പുറത്തുള്ള ഇത് റിഫ്ലക്റ്റിംഗ് അല്ല. ഹിയർ ദ റിഫ്ലക്റ്റിംഗ് സർഫസ് ഇസ് കർവ്ഡ് ഇൻവേർഡ്സ്. സച്ച് എ മിറർ ഇസ് നോൺ ആസ് എ കോൺകേവ് മിറർ. So how can you define concave mirror? Concave mirror is a mirror which is curved inwards, or the reflecting surface is curved inwards. See here. This is a concave mirror. The reflecting surface is curved inwards. Okay, the reflecting surface is curved inwards. Such a mirror is known as a concave mirror. Now, see to this portion. If I am affixing the silver paper outside the surface, outside the sphere, what happens? Here it is not the reflecting surface. Here the reflecting surface is curved outwards. And this reflecting surface പുറത്തേക്ക് തള്ളി നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. Such a mirror is known as convex mirror. So this is a convex mirror. Is it clear? So what is a convex mirror? Convex mirror is a mirror in which reflecting surface is curved outwards. See here. This is a convex mirror. So what is a convex mirror? A mirror in which the reflecting surface is curved outwards is a convex mirror. So we can tell convex mirror and concave mirror, they are a part of a spherical mirror. Now we will study about some terms related to these mirrors. Look at this spherical mirror. This is a center point, isn't it? That point is known as the center of curvature. Okay, so the first term you are going to study is center of curvature. Center of curvature, represented by the letter C. Okay, so what is center of curvature? Center of curvature is the center of the sphere of which mirror is a part. Okay, so once again, center of curvature is the center of the sphere. Sphere in the center of which the mirror is a part. See here, convex and concave mirror, they are the part of the sphere, isn't it? Our sphere in the center point in a center of curvature. And it is represented by the letter C. Is it clear? Next one. See, this is the mirror. The midpoint of the reflecting surface is known as pole. Okay, so what is pole? The midpoint of the reflecting surface is known as pole. See here, this is the reflecting surface. This inner part is reflecting surface. This reflecting surface in the midpoint is known as the pole. Okay, so second term you have studied is pole, represented by the letter P. Okay, so what is pole? The midpoint of the reflecting surface is known as pole. Now, what will you call this line? The line joining center of curvature and the pole. What will you call this? This is known as the radius of curvature. Okay, radius of curvature, represented by the letter R. Third one is radius of curvature. Radius of curvature. So what is radius of curvature? Radius of curvature is the radius of the sphere. Okay, radius of curvature is the radius of the sphere, or we can tell it is a line joining the center of curvature and the pole. Is it clear? Okay, so this is represented by the letter R. What is radius of curvature? Radius of curvature is the radius of the sphere of which mirror is a part. Okay, that is sphere in the radius radius of curvature. Or we can tell radius of curvature is the distance from the center of curvature to the reflecting surface. Once again, radius of curvature is the distance from the center of curvature to the reflecting surface. And it is represented by the letter R. Is it clear? So, once again we have discussed about center of curvature. Center of curvature means it is the center point of the sphere, of which mirror is a part. And what is pole? The midpoint of the reflecting surface is known as pole. And the third one, radius of curvature, is the distance from the center of curvature to the reflecting surface. Next, we will study about principal focus. Principal focus, represented by the letter F. See here, I have told you there are two types of mirror, convex mirror and concave mirror. Isn't it? I hope you understood the difference between convex and concave mirror. See, a spoon. In that spoon, that surface is curved. That is spoon in the food edukkunna bhagam aalokikka ട്ടോ. Adile oru bhagam that is curved inwards, the inner surface of the spoon. It acts like a concave mirror, whereas the back side of the spoon acts like a convex mirror. Okay, that is the surface which is curved inwards is a concave mirror, and the back side of the spoon which is curved outwards behaves like a convex mirror. Okay, now we are going to find out the principal focus of the concave mirror. Okay, so what happens, or what is the peculiarity of the mirror? It reflects the light rays falling on it, isn't it? The same way, when light falls on a concave mirror, what happens to that light? It reflects back. Okay, and all these light rays, they meet at a particular point in the principal axis. Okay, so what is principal axis? The line passing through the center of curvature and the pole. The line joining the center of curvature and the pole is known as the principal axis. Principal axis. What is principal axis? The line joining the center of curvature and the pole is the principal axis. Is it clear? So now I told you what happens when light falls on the concave mirror. The light rays, after reflection, they meet at a particular point in the principal axis. This principal axis is a particular point in this reflect the light rays meet here. Okay, that point is known as the focus. Is it clear? So once again, the light rays, after reflection, they meet at a particular point. That particular point is known as the principal focus. That principal focus will be in between center of curvature and pole. This center of curvature and the pole in the midpoint ആണ് focus. മനസ്സിലായോ? അതായത് this is the center of curvature, this is the pole. അതിൻ്റെ രണ്ടിൻ്റെയും മിഡ് പോയിന്റിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് പറയുക? ഫോക്കസ് എന്ന് പറയുക. Okay, അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഫോക്കസിൽ കൂടിയിട്ടായിരിക്കും ലൈറ്റ് റേസ് കടന്നു പോവുക. ദാറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ഓൾ വിൽ ബി ഡിസ്കസിങ് ഇൻ ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ക്ലാസ്. ഓക്കെ, ഐ വിൽ ഷോ ഓൾ ദീസ് തിങ്സ്. ജസ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റഡി ദ ടേംസ് റിലേറ്റഡ് ടു ഇറ്റ്. Okay, so what is principal focus? The light rays, after reflection, they meet at a particular point on the principal axis. That particular point is known as the principal focus. Is it clear? And next one, focal length. What is focal length? The distance between focus and pole. The distance between focus and pole is known as focal length. അതായത് ഫോക്കസും പോളിൻ്റെയും ഇടയിലുള്ള ദൂരം, ആ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസിനെ പറയണതാണ് focal length. Is it clear? So once again, I will discuss all these points. First one, center of curvature. Center of curvature is the center of the sphere of which mirror is a part. Next is pole. What is pole? The midpoint of the reflecting surface is known as pole. Third one, radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is the distance from the center of curvature to the reflecting surface. Radius അറിയാലോ, നമുക്കൊരു സർക്കിളിൻ്റെ റേഡിയസ് എന്താണെന്നറിയാം. അതേപോലെ ആ റേഡിയസിനെ പറയുന്നതാണ് റേഡിയസ് ഓഫ് കർവേച്ചർ. Now, what is principal axis? The line joining the center of curvature and the pole, or the line passing through the center of curvature and the pole is known as the principal axis. And next one, principal focus. What is principal focus? The light rays, after reflection, they meet at a particular point on the principal axis. That particular point is known as the principal focus of a concave mirror. And the last point is focal length. What is focal length? The distance from the focus to the pole, or the distance between the focus and the pole is known as focal length. It is represented by small letter f. Is it clear? Now, let us discuss some conditions related to the image formation. Okay, so the first one. This is which mirror? Concave mirror, isn't it? This is the principal axis, pole, focus, center of curvature. Okay, so always remember, suppose if this is 2 centimeter, ഇത് 2 സെൻറ്റിമീറ്റർ ആണെങ്കിൽ ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് പോളിലേക്കുള്ള ദൂരം ഇറ്റ് ഷുഡ് ബി 2 സെൻറ്റിമീറ്റർ. ഓക്കെ, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ മിഡിൽ പോയിന്റ്. മനസ്സിലാവുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ? അപ്പോൾ ഹൗ മച്ച് വിൽ ബി ദ റേഡിയസ് ഓഫ് കർവേച്ചർ ഹിയർ? ഹൗ മച്ച് വിൽ ബി ദ റേഡിയസ്? ദ റേഡിയസ് This is the distance from the center of curvature to the pole, isn't it? So the radius of curvature here will be 4 centimeter. So the first point, when a ray of light moves parallel to the principal axis. So this is the principal axis. Principal axis in parallel ആയിട്ടാണ് light ray move ചെയ്യുന്നത് എങ്കിൽ what will happen to that light ray? After reflection, it passes through the focus. That is the first condition. A ray of light moving parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it passes through the focus. Is it clear? Second one. If the light ray is passing through the focus, if the ray of light is passing through the focus, what will happen to that reflected ray? How it will reflect? It moves parallel to the principal axis. Okay, so they will be giving you only the incident ray and complete the diagram. In the chodikyanengil, you have to draw the reflected ray. So the second condition is, if the light ray is passing through the focus, after reflection, it moves parallel to the principal axis. Okay, now the third point. Okay, third point, if the light ray is passing through the center of curvature, if the light ray is passing through the center of curvature, what will happen to the reflected ray? That is, if the light ray passes through the center of curvature, it reflects along the same path. Okay, adhe center of curvature il kuda thanni aayirikkum adu reflect cheyidu povuka. Okay, so third point, a ray of light moving through the center of curvature reflects along the same path. If the incident ray falls on the pole of a concave mirror, how it will reflect? It reflects in such a way that angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക, ലൈറ്റ് റേ പോളിലാണ്, കോൺകേവ് മിററിൻ്റെ പോളിലാണ് ആ ഇൻസിഡൻറ്റ് ആവുന്നത് എങ്കിൽ അതെങ്ങനെ റിഫ്ലക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യും? ഇറ്റ് റിഫ്ലെക്ട്സ് ഇൻ സച്ച് എ വേ ദാറ്റ് ദ ആംഗിൾ ഓഫ് ഇൻസിഡൻസ് ഇസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു ദി ആംഗിൾ ഓഫ് റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ. അതായത് ഇഫ് ഹിയർ ദ ആംഗിൾ ഓഫ് ഇൻസിഡൻസ് ഇസ് 30 degree, ഹൗ മച്ച് വിൽ ബി ദ ആംഗിൾ ഓഫ് റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ? ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി ഓൾസോ 30 degree. ഓക്കെ, ഇതും 30 degree ആംഗിളിൽ തന്നെയായിരിക്കും റിഫ്ലക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുക. ക്ലിയർ ആയോ? സോ വൺസ് അഗെയിൻ, first point, when a light ray moves parallel to the principal axis, after reflection, it passes through the focus. Clear? Second one, if the light ray is passing through the focus, after reflection, it moves parallel to the principal axis. Third one, if the light ray is passing through the center of curvature, it reflects along the same path. And the fourth point, if the light ray falls on the pole of a concave mirror, it reflects in such a way that angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. രണ്ടും ഒരേ ആംഗിളിൽ തന്നെയായിരിക്കും റിഫ്ലക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുക. So these are the conditions related to a concave mirror. So next we will discuss about the conditions related to convex mirror. You know the speciality of convex mirror, isn't it? This center of curvature and focus all will be, ഇവിടെ നോക്കൂ, focus and center of curvature is in front of the mirror, whereas in the case of a convex mirror, principal focus and center of curvature will be behind the mirror. See here, like this. Pole, this is the focus and center of curvature. Okay, so the first point, if a light ray moves parallel to the principal axis of a convex mirror, what will happen to that light ray? It diverges as if it is coming from the focus. ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. ഓക്കെ, അതായത് ഫോക്കസിൽ നിന്നും ഡൈവേർജ് ചെയ്ത് പോണ പോലെ ആയിരിക്കും ലൈറ്റ് റേ പോവുക. ഇവിടെ നോക്കൂ, ഇറ്റ് പാസസ് ത്രൂ ദി ഫോക്കസ്. Whereas in the case of a convex mirror, when a light ray moves parallel to the principal axis, what will happen? It diverges as if it is coming from the focus. നമ്മൾ dotted lines വെച്ച് മാർക്ക് ചെയ്യാം. Okay, now the second point. This is the pole, focus, center of curvature. Next is, what happens when the light ray passes through the focus? Okay, see here. What happens when the light ray passes through the focus? Now, the incident ray is passing through the focus. So, what will happen to the reflected ray? What will happen? After reflection, it moves parallel to the principal axis. ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക, ഫോക്കസിൽ കൂടിയിട്ടാണ് ലൈറ്റ് റേ പോകുന്നത് എങ്കിൽ, കോൺവെക്സ് മിററിൻ്റെ ഫോക്കസിൽ കൂടിയിട്ടാണ് ലൈറ്റ് റേ പോകുന്നത് എങ്കിൽ വാട്ട് വിൽ ഹാപ്പൻ? ആഫ്റ്റർ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ ഇറ്റ് മൂവ്സ് പാരലൽ ടു ദ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ ആക്സിസ്. ഇവിടെ അങ്ങനെ തന്നെയായിരുന്നു അല്ലേ? ഇഫ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് പാസിംഗ് ത്രൂ ദ ഫോക്കസ്, ആഫ്റ്റർ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ ഇറ്റ് മൂവ്സ് പാരലൽ ടു ദ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ ആക്സിസ്. Same way, when a light ray moves through the focus, after reflection it moves parallel to the principal axis. Okay, third point. Next one. If the light ray is passing through the center of curvature, see here, the light ray is passing through the center of curvature. So what will happen to that light ray? It reflects along the same path. Same as in the case of a concave mirror itself. Okay, if the light ray is passing through the center of curvature of a convex mirror, what will happen? After reflection, it reflects along the same path. Okay, same as here. Now the last point. Pole, focus, center of curvature. What was the fourth point? What happens when the light ray falls on the pole of a convex mirror? What happens? The light ray is falling on the pole of the convex mirror. How the light ray will be reflecting? Same way, it reflects in such a way that angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. I is equal to R. Okay, so once again, if the light ray falls on the pole of a convex mirror, it reflects in such a way that angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Okay, so before knowing the formation of images or the position of the images, we have to study all these conditions. Okay, so draw these ray diagrams in your file. Okay, and study nicely for the next class. So, what all things we have discussed today? We have discussed about convex mirror and concave mirror and some technical terms related to the mirror and the ray diagrams related to convex and concave mirror. Okay, so go through the class. If you have any doubts, you can contact me. Okay, so you have to draw all these diagrams and the technical terms to your file. All these things are not there in your textbook, so go through the video and write accordingly. Okay, so that's all for today. See you in the next class with a new topic. Bye.